Hi everyone! In this video tutorial, I'm going to share a digital formative assessment tool called Plickers and how you can use it in your classroom. It doesn't require students to use any technology, so it is efficient and easy to use for a quick activity. It provides on-the-spot information about student understanding so that you can quickly identify and address any misconceptions in class. On the left is an example of a question you can ask your class using Plickers. It must be multiple choice or true-false with up to 4 answer choices. You also have the option to add an image if you'd like. On the right are the student response cards. Each student is assigned a unique asymmetrical code which they hold up in the orientation that corresponds with their answer choice. This is what a Plickers session will look like in your classroom. From your computer, project the question on the board for students to see. As they hold up their cards to respond, the teacher will open the Plickers app on his or her mobile device and begin scanning the room. As each code is scanned, the student name will appear with a colored dot next to their name. Green if they answered it correctly, and red if they answered it incorrectly. These are nice features because you can make sure students are using their assigned card, but also you can't tell just by looking at their card if they're answering correctly, so the colored dot gives you an idea right away of who is getting the answer right and who is getting it wrong. As you can see on each side of their Plicker card, there is either A, B, C, or D. So they will hold their card with that letter of their choice on top. So for example, if they held their card like this, they would be answering choice A. And then in each corner, you'll see a number, and that's the student number. So when you create your class online with Plickers, each student will have a number, and that way you know that you're passing out the correct cards to the correct student. So to run a Plicker session in your class, the hardware that you will need is a computer, a projector, and some sort of mobile device with the Plickers app downloaded. Students do not need any technology, they only need their Plickers card. If you're just using the free version of Plickers, you can make these 5-question quizzes, or they're called sets. If you wanted to do more than 5 questions in a single set, you would need to upgrade to Plickers Pro, which has a membership fee. One nice feature about the Plickers session, you can share your overall results immediately with the class, just like you would with like an actual clicker. And then once you're done with the session, reports are automatically generated. So that's really helpful when you want to go back and look over this and see like what students are answering correctly or incorrectly, and also if there's a certain question that just everybody was answering incorrectly. It's a really great way to start out class, end class, or right in the middle of instruction just to see if students are getting what you're teaching them. Once you've created your Plickers account, the first thing you'll need to do is create your class. So over here on the left-hand side, click New Class and go ahead and type in the name of that section. Next, you need to add your students to this class. You can either just type them in manually, but if you're using PowerSchool, the easiest way to do that is to just go to your PowerSchool homepage, find the class. I'm just going to use my advisory group over here, and click the little information backpack icon. On the left up at the top, you will see all of your students' names, so you can just copy those and then go back and paste them, and they're already in for you. Click Next, and then this is your class right here, and this number is going to be the Plicker card that that student needs. So for example, when I pass them out for the first time, Carly is going to need the Plicker card with the number 1 in the corner. To get your Plickers cards, click Help, and then Get Plickers cards. These ones, these are all the free options that you can just print yourself. There's different sizes and different numbers depending on what your needs are. You can also purchase laminated cards, so those ones would be a little bit more robust. And then they do have new plastic cards that will be available soon. For me, I just use the standard set. You get 40 cards, so it should be enough for just your typical classroom. And when you print these out, all you have to do is just cut them in half and hand out the cards to the correct student. So you can see the number up there. Going back to our Plickers homepage, I'm going to show you how to create a new set. So you can type in your question here, give the set a title. You can make it graded, which means that there is a correct answer, so you can use that for a quiz or a survey if you're just doing like a polling style question. Type in your answer options down here. You can add an image if you like. If you are doing the graded version, you do need to select a correct answer, so make sure you mark that one correct. And then once you've created up to 5 questions, you can click Add to Queue, and you just add that to the class that you plan on using this session with. If you go back to your home page, one last thing I'll show you is how to find the reports. So this is going to show you the grade the overall average score that students got on that Plickers set. And if you click on it, you can even see the individual grades that each student received and also how students scored on each question. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions about using Plickers in your classroom.